Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. In One Piece, one of the swords that holds significant meaning and possesses great durability and cutting power is the Ace Sword. Yes, the character Ace was named in honor of a sword. This sword was used by his father, the Pirate King Gol D. Roger. As Luffy searches for the great treasure, One Piece, at some point in his journey, he will encounter this powerful sword and might even claim the blade used by his predecessor. In today's video, we're going to talk about the possibility of Luffy obtaining the Ace Sword now in the arc of the giant island Elbaf, and how significant this sword could be for the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Guys, when it comes to power, the Ace Sword is so formidable that in the past, it was wielded by the legendary Pirate King Gol D. Roger. It served as his primary sword, and is classified as one of the 12 Saijo o Wazamono, or rather, one of the 12 supreme grade swords in the Medo classification. This classification indicates that the quality of the Ace Blade is among the best ever created, making it one of the most powerful weapons of all time. Its strength is rivaled only by a few other notable blades, such as Whitebeard's Murakamogiri and even Mihawk's Yoru. If Zoro or even Luffy learns about the existence of this sword and its great utility, it's likely they'll try to find it, as possessing it could help them face very powerful enemies that the Straw Hats will have to encounter. Throughout Gol D. Roger's great conquests, from the God Valley incident to his epic battles with Whitebeard, the Ace Sword was always present. During all these feats, it was never shown to have suffered any significant damage, which serves as proof of its immense durability and resilience. Roger has demonstrated the cutting power of this powerful sword many times, even managing to easily defeat Odin, a powerful swordsman from Wano. He also clashed swords multiple times with Whitebeard. The Ace Sword is shrouded in an intriguing mystery, as it is currently lost to history. After Gol D. Roger's execution and the end of the pirate era, the sword disappeared, leaving behind only legends and speculations about its fate. Many believe the sword might have been hidden or even destroyed to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. However, its current location remains unknown. The appearance of the Ace Sword is equally fascinating. It has an elegant and imposing design with a long, sharp blade that radiates a golden shine. The sword was crafted with great care and attention, to the point that it became a sword coveted by many powerful swordsmen. In addition to its exceptional durability, the Ace Sword is known for its incredible destructive power. The blade is capable of cutting through almost any obstacle, be it a massive warship or a powerful enemy. Its power is amplified by the fierce and indomitable spirit of Gol D. Roger, who drove his attacks with unbeatable energy and determination. Because of the great similarity Luffy has with Roger, it's possible that in the future, Shanks might give Luffy the location of the Ace Sword, a sword that has been hidden for a long time. There are several pirates who could have kept this sword, especially the former Roger pirates, who were always by his side and would know where Roger would have placed the sword before surrendering to the Navy to have his life taken. Among these pirates is Shanks, who, although he was just a small child at the time of Roger's execution, was with Roger his entire life, even in his final moments. So there's a possibility that Shanks knows where Roger left his old sword and is either holding onto it or has hidden it so that no pirate or ill-intentioned person could obtain the sword. Now that Luffy has awakened his power, Shanks seems more interested in meeting him again, although this is not his main focus at the moment, as Shanks needed to resolve some matters at the time, such as finding and defeating the pirate Bartolomeo for conquering the islands that Shanks had previously claimed, causing his fame to be constantly defamed. But if Shanks meets Luffy again, it's likely he'll give the Ace Sword to the young pirate. Shanks would give Ace to Luffy as a way of acknowledging Luffy's determination and considering him similar to Roger, thus being worthy of wielding this incredible sword. The Ace Sword has become a legendary relic, coveted by many pirates and treasure collectors. Its history and connection with the Pirate King have turned it into a symbol of power and respect. Those who manage to find and wield the Ace Sword will have in their hands a weapon capable of changing the course of history. However, finding the Ace Sword and uncovering its whereabouts is a challenge that may require an exhausting and dangerous search. Those who seek the sword must be willing to face deadly obstacles and formidable rivals, as it awakens ambition and envy in equal measure. The possibility of Luffy finding and using the Ace Sword carries immense emotional significance for both Luffy and all of us fans. After all, the sword shares the same name as his beloved brother, Portgas D. Ace, who sacrificed his life to protect Luffy during the battle at Marineford. Throughout his epic journey to become the Pirate King, Luffy has demonstrated remarkable abilities. many of which stem from his desire to protect the people he loves, ensuring that the tragedy that befell his brother never happens to anyone else. So, the idea of Luffy finding the Ace Sword and wielding it in honor of his fallen brother is a deeply symbolic and touching concept. Imagine the moment when, after a grueling search and facing countless challenges, Luffy finally comes across the legendary sword. It shines before him, emitting an aura of power and memories of his brother. Luffy reaches out with a trembling hand and grasps the hilt of the sword, feeling an instant and spiritual connection to Ace's legacy. As he wields the Ace Sword, Luffy is overwhelmed by a surge of intense emotions. He recalls the adventures he shared with Ace and the fraternal bonds that will never be forgotten. The sword would become a tangible symbol of his promise to protect his friends and achieve his dreams, honoring Ace's memory in every battle fought. The golden blade of the Ace Sword cuts through the air with incredible agility and power, even though Luffy is not a skilled swordsman, becoming a natural extension of Luffy's fighting style. The Ace Sword in Luffy's hands would symbolize the union of two brothers, and we also need to remember that Nika, the sun god, also carried a sword. With this, Luffy would resemble the man of legends even more, embodying unyielding willpower and perseverance in the face of adversity. Enemy pirates would tremble before the great power Luffy could wield through this mighty sword. Luffy would use the Ace Sword not just as a combat tool to defeat his enemies, but as a beacon of hope for those who dare to dream. In his hands, the sword would become a symbol of justice, freedom, and brotherhood. It would represent not only the memory of Ace, but also the courage of all those who gave their lives in pursuit of a better world. Every time Luffy wielded the Ace Sword, he would remember his fallen brother and be strengthened by the determination to protect those he loves. And so, Luffy's journey would continue, with the Ace Sword by his side, guiding him through dangers and challenges. The sword's name would become a battle cry, an expression of courage and a promise of victory. Luffy would move forward, carrying his brother's legacy and forging his own path to the top of the seas, where he would claim his place as the Pirate King. Another interesting aspect would be if Luffy trusted something that represents his brother in the hands of his best friend and first mate, Zoro. If Luffy were to obtain the Ace Sword, it would be a beautiful moment in the story for him to give it to his right-hand man, Zoro. He is a highly experienced swordsman, nearing the level of mastery of Mihawk himself, who is considered the greatest swordsman in the world. Not only that, but Zoro is someone Luffy trusts with his own life. Zoro is very skilled and would also be able to use the Kamusari since he possesses Haoshoku Haki, immense superhuman strength, and is highly proficient with swords. If Zoro were to obtain the Ace Sword from his captain, it would enable him to use even more powerful techniques and attacks without the risk of his sword breaking during a tough battle against a powerful enemy. This would bring Zoro even closer to his dream of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. But what do you think about this? Comment below. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.